I did
my
want to
buddy, my buddy died. My buddy died. She said, "Fuck that timer, Jr. Hey, that timer don't mean shit to her."
make it a little
God
longer.
damn. Talk your shit, man. No, but one thing I definitely try to encourage men is to interrogate women. If you're going to interact and make a commitment and get a relationship, interrogate them. And don't be afraid of their answers. Do not be afraid that you're going, oh, I don't want to scare away. I don't want to miss my opportunity to get some ass. Bullshit. If you miss it, miss it. It wasn't meant for you to be with her anyway. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't date a woman who doesn't have a father or a father figure in her life. Do not date those type women because you're not going to like the outcome. Because if she doesn't have a father or a father figure in her life, she doesn't know how to act, respond, or treat, and carry herself as a lady, having some type of authority over a man. If you can't handle a woman like that, don't deal with it. I don't care how beautiful she is, how well put together she is, or how smart you think she is, or how well she cooks. It means nothing if she has no respect for you. Or when you have something and you say something to her and she look at you like you 10 karat crazy, don't you tell me what to do. You ain't my daddy. You damn right. Your daddy wasn't your daddy either. But I'm trying to help your black ass. But you don't want to listen. Let that heifer be.
All right. Let me introduce another video right quick. Yeah.
Regards to my husband saying that the house is supposed to be the sanctuary, our house is my husband's kingdom. You are not staying here. Sorry, you can get a hotel room or you can't come visit. If you act up in our household, it is not above me. You want to see me as a see you next Tuesday? I would prefer that because you're not going to disrupt the energy of my home for my man.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
House is hers, though. That's her domain. I don't do anything in there. And like I have my whiskey room.
You do.
That's mine. And I have my little work area, but the house is hers. If she's like, I want to do, I'm like, do it. This is your domain. You make sure that I have the peace. I've provided you the house. You've made it a home. Like I don't have to worry about any of this. And she doesn't have to worry. Like she doesn't know her car payment. She doesn't know how much car payment is. I handle all of that. We don't have. What do you want for dinner? We don't do that either. I'm going to eat whatever she makes, even if I don't like it, because she cooked it. Like there's a gratitude that comes into all of this, and it makes it so that I don't have to make decisions.
Right.
She doesn't have to make decisions. That's where that 50-50 comes in. She handles half of our life and I handle the other half. But the combined living situation is whoever's got the energy to get it done.
You guys feel
I can't agree with that second part of the video, man. Now, the first part I agree with. That second part, I can't agree with that shit. What are you talking about? You gonna eat the food even if you don't like it? Bullshit. What happened to that communication? You need to open his goddamn mouth and say something, baby. I appreciate you cooking. I appreciate the hard work you did in that kitchen. But this tastes like ass. We can't eat this no more. This got to be the last day we eat this nasty ass lasagna. Fellas, we can't just sit there. That's what I'm talking about. You have to open. I understand it may hurt her feelings. Rather you tell the truth and be honest with her than you sit back there and suffer in silence. Bullshit. No man should have to do that. No woman should have to do that. I'm not going to do that. Baby, this tastes like ass. We can't eat. We can't cook this no more. We trying something different. Maybe it's an ingredient you missing, but we can't cook this no more. You have to communicate and be okay with it and accept whatever consequences come with it. If she gets mad, let her get mad. Talk to her about it, baby. I understand, but it just didn't taste right. It was just something about it. It's what let's try something different. It's all about how you say it. I left that extra time for Di because I know my buddy Di gonna need that extra minute. So Di, if you're gonna get 3 minutes, I'm blessing you.
Honestly, I felt like everything he said, I didn't really have nothing I really disagree with. You do have to pick and choose your battles on the days. I do feel like yeah, that's just pretty much it. You just got to communicate. And I like how he said, if it's a hard day for her, we just going to split the role. It's just what's comfortable for you and your family. And how she said she's not going to let anyone disrupt her husband peace in the household. I feel like all that's the way it's supposed to be. And that's how you know they communicate. And that's why, like you said, if you don't like the food, you need to speak up and you need to say that. But just like a lot of how they say a lot of fathers don't do their role in the black community. I feel like a lot of women don't do theirs either. There's a lot of women out here with a lot of good information and could help a lot of men and just people in general heal. But because that person comes with trauma and things like that, they don't want to help. And y'all wonder, well, everyone wonders why the community is still the same way it is. If God tell me and this is one thing I can say, the way I feel that God speaks to me, if I'm in a relationship and I'm dealing with a guy, he's treating me wrong and he's doing this and he's doing that. In my head, because I'm very confident in my worth, if he's fumbling the bag, it's something wrong with him. So what's wrong with you, baby? You know what I'm saying? Especially how he's fumbling the bag. I want to figure out, and even if you choose not to be with me at the end of the day, you're gonna learn to have that respect for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to take on, even if you're not gonna be my husband, but I'm gonna pray on it. And if I pray and God say, well, try this, try this. When I run out of ideas, that's when I feel like God, he doing what he want to do at this point. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like, yeah, you do have to. You do have. I feel like people who are healed in our community have to be a little bit more humble. We're privileged, and I feel like the community won't change if we don't have a little bit of patience, like with the people that we attract. And yeah, pray on your relationship. And if you in tune with yourself and God, you'll know if you there for a season or a reason. And you ain't gonna take what's going on personal, because you're gonna realize I'm doing my job as a woman. We're spiritual healers. I think with, like, back to what she said, men are physically better. But once you understand your job as a woman, a spiritual healer, it doesn't always feel good. It don't. But once you learn how to transform energy, take that energy. Yes, I could feel your anger. Now I'm gonna transform it into love, because that's what I'm here to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna teach you how to communicate. Okay, like for instance, me and my guy, I came downstairs one day and I said, my ex guy, I said, I'm gonna start having you help me clean up upstairs because I'm getting tired. But I said it just like that. What you mean you get tired? I always do stuff. You saying I ain't do nothing? Listen to what I said, baby. And it got to the point where I'm not mad yet. I'm like, okay, cool. He yelling at me. He thinking I'm going at him. Hold on, let me calm you down. Let's go back up what I said and how I said it. Look at my choice of words. He said some goofy. Oh, now I have to really, like, I had to teach myself to really calm down. I'm not a goofy, but because there's a lack of communication, he feel like, so yeah, that's all I have to say. I
That's
just took my extra minute because he gave it to me,
not all good. No,
Thank you, Hank.
That's right. That's right. Talk your shit.
That's just it. I just feel like women have to teach men that. And when they get in a relationship and they're not being challenged, it's like, well, your man is obviously dealing with something. Men are silent, so you gotta kind of pry a little bit. He can't,
Yeah, you got
he's telling men to just communicate, but sometimes
mhm.
women, you have to pry. You have to push
Yeah,
him to communicate because he don't know how.